Yo, assalamu alaikum bani mulu. Kal kontom bantaba suku da bakede. It's actually late here in the UK, and I'm sure it's late for most of you. Ramadan Mubarak to all of you. Mal jointa. Ngalon ko famo keta bake bantaba man soto. Dol be nyinin kalola mneketa. But obviously mbe ngalon ko mbe kari horma ba bale kono. Obviously the holy month of Ramadan. Foremost, Mbalkon Mabake, late night, Ngalong, Melbourne, United States. This timing is not really bad for you. Melbourne, US. I'll about 1 second. Okay, Mbal content ma. Momo be content roll jam. Mbal content Moses Cisse. Let me just go to the top of my screen. I don't want to miss out any content. Okay, Jack, Alpha Cisse, Musa Toure. Ramadan Mubarak to all of you. Moses Cisse, Gam New Era. Okay, on YouTube. Our content Saho, YouTube Gambia. Brad Johnson, USA. I just presume Brad Johnson is in USA. I don't know where Brad Johnson is. Brad Johnson could even be even be in the UK. Hadija do boyla wana darling, Ramadan Mubarak, my darling. Hope you are doing well. Kori hanyita konkola. Kori sungo mantare kang. Sungo le modol pisale nile de. Kal karamu bojam. Aisha to Kate and Balbi kondana Ramadan Mubarak. Okay, Mel Dunhanam ngalon ko suku dale Alima Jata be kondana darling. UK Alima kori hanyita si se kondango o bortale sa mbuka hana fini to fa moy Larry Cisse. So uncle Larry Mabole. Hani Facebook I got to suffer all when I will be stop like Congo I put in Facebook prison. Uncle Larry. Si se kondango ma hani bonsoir bro kay di nduni français kono je cool betinya. Terno Cisse. Si se kondango be pisal ka lamin touré. Si se kondango dole ngaje groupe dole konate ate manya ka pisal si se kondango fula. Dole na UDP executive ko no pisal tale so si se ko nangolu ngoy go hani molman deuxième week soto deuxième week ngamra ali malka fo le nyama deuxième week français wol second week en sa vise sa fana bortale sa mo buka ja defana si se ko nangol be bortale ani nyoy ngol bob touré fanan mbitangol en sambala bob touré kan ne ko e ko buka bob touré la diamol moy sain sun ko bob touré ma boli ko gunyol gol fanan hani sunkaro la wala fanyi bari wo man bonte la yaade ambi tangol le o kibaro dinna bodo bob mala yimle foto mari mane wol ko ma hani sunwala yo ala baraka bake jannim be continue la di amolo dorom comme nga annonce nyame sunkaro ko non be programme ko la weekend da mali bi nyanda start la le much earlier tribulo but because of my meeting wala soto meeting o me yalan ko bob to the family nun jele so wo meeting o wala tin man programme ko non tribulo so wala nan ko ni nafile ko la bota je rek then say brief program hanim te mela back but bim fala mo sibito ledi so sama manta do ko la so sama fanan be program so la tribulo inshallah before iftar time so sungaro ko no ba manage la wala nyama bawo this is a holy month of Ramadan funga alala nga lu karo nyim fana horoma nga na salol ke nga na sungol ke nga na nafilol ke bawo curriculum out of 12 months so it's very good that nga karo fana nga wajibo di comme man satalla mem mbula nyanta menkela mboko e mangla na bismillah yuri ko na banta ba tay Sunday fukki fana jram ben si very much si current affairs so late edition hamdani time mom shoot man ñu nek America by shootut ñu nek Europe because good enough Europe is 22:38 p.m. right now in the UK 11:38 in most parts of Europe waaye xam naa ne tey samedi la xanaa da ngeen a bañ lal nuyu naa leen yëpp xam naa ne ñeneen ñi caalit nañ ñoo xam ne ñeme ñun or gisuloo ñun Seedi Kundanga yi dañu or sax naafila ba pare ñu ñëw si plateforme bi ñun dañ ñi meñ waaye am na yeneen Ceesay Kunda yi sa binda sax léegi mënuñ ko def ku mel ni oncle Larry Ceesay Gambia balaa weeri koor every minute mu si timeline am waaye dama dee xool timeline yi fan yëpp gisuma bu binda foog naa weeri koor bi ko jàppa moom ñeme ñut so maa ngi leen a nuyu bu baax a baax but jani mbeɗo nakata kono ngaalone ko bi ni toro warata na collection laf kola in fact lafta programme ñu von lafta suspend no but ko ngana ngani opportunity just ka sango konton na colleague ya Sisla Jarama a fam dinna banta me ya kulu karamo Jarama alama ala ine mani ko forfay be sango konton na badi bu belo be sango konton na Jarama kunda bela melbe tubabu dujam ani melbe Gambia Sisla na la family welcome to Ara Jame F Jarama and others momo ni mu UDP fana na sangoleti because bi kara moment no abe ñun UDP le bal biya man na amanta parti na parti to nyawanya ay do ko kendol le ke no UDP birabi ji no ngalo ñi sango alaji Usenu Dabo fonba ni ku ya sotolale UDP mo be bani ku ya sotolale bawo politiko man nyenna na ni sango na ta kan mi ngalo go ni la mamu ni la maleti hanata ina mari man to parti so be sango konto na badi bu be ya be sango konto na Gambia be ya nim fanan na colleague do bi je John Maron ngambe Finland o fanan bari male banta Kawsu Maron amin jodo ta Gambia so badi bu ye sang bafula le soto ni wato kunu nembi Kawsu Maron fanan melia long katala bale mati badi bola political kono so my deepest condolences goes to both of them ila alama sabante frewol alay so ñu sunkar ba xoromoto alama alay so arjana senawala alama alay so suto kabru folo ñu garo sone alay bulu la sada alama mi la badi ngol bulu alama alay so arjana senawala Kawsu Maron ate boda badi bu jajarile sate oto so ni ku ya balo me alanko na UDP ka ba membe Finland John Maron alkala audio moy ati fanang bari male banta and this the late Kawsu Maron na totally UK jan fongtole then after that no way ngamira ala dimbal bitu abdu jam so ala mani mani ka forkelay abanta Gambia le so Gambia nga sambafla le soto ni wato kono ala mani mani ka forkela sa bante frewol de the two departed souls may their souls rest in eternal peace and we share this grief with the bereaved families. Sunkaro kono nakari horma ma balom. So alama sunkaro nemo jile kan sabante frewol. Gambia fanang alinga duwana bankoy sunkaro hormoto. Alama alay Cairo sabatinde Gambia. Alama alay kamno sabatinde mal tema. Alama alay yirwa sabatinde banko kan. Alama alay nyato nga sobe odina nyu sunkaro kono nimbe nafilo la nga duwa na salol kono pour mais alala bebe na duwa jabila malo mo kana jutu duwa la because ntol hadama di ngol sembetenna we are very weak, we are powerless in front of Almighty Allah. Hadama di ngote fenti man satalla nyati ngoto bawo ntol atele ntol da ngam fangol mota ko kumaya tale ba hadama di ngote fenti hadama di ngobe fengo fenkela asababu ko bo alala ya man satalla le martan sol sufola sondomol hakilolu na mira nyalu bibi la namal la fi me diamo te diamo la namal la fi me tamete diamo la so ngambulo tilinga le man satalla ala nga fay ko ala ma alay ni manza kunda kurungu membe nyato ala si ni manza kunda bondi nyato as soon as possible ala ma alay nyato ko sobe di Gambia la sunkaro horomoto ala ma alay nyato ko di Gambia la me alon ko abe hino sotola banko ase corruption kele ase jenko kele ase sifatam fanzo by Gambia ase nepotism by banko nyato ngo me alongo abe Gambianol unite lale kanke kilinti ay banku do ko ke alama ale wodi ko mawo nyato ko sifa kabrin alaji sada da kara baba jawara bota je ndala jeroto Gambia for wonya to ka all up to this moment adama baro wonte bokala fi kala kuma fo so mbal kondona bage mbota nyen samol kondona so ko announcement o jani sunkaro be banna the program will be kanala weekend o dabale Monday to Friday program banda batina just for the holy month of Ramadan because time o ka sutiyale yesunga tay wala road around 6 ya fo ibitala nafilola yana ite program o kelano right and the next day without do so weekend onak the time was squeeze nga nafilo ke nga danga program denk hanima me so karikili nondoro alo man jamfa bari kari kuma balom me alon ko misel mayato me alon ko beñanta karo hormala bake mboga yi luma do wasi sosé si barke wer bu mag bi nañ team suñu borom yalla ko ñaan yalla mu may ñu jiit bu baax jiit bu xamne dina am yermangi Gambia am yermangi badolay dina ñemeñ pour corruption ba pare du jël Gambia comme mom moko mom di appoint family members sami si palasi mom rakami sen jekiri di len def IGP fay no la gis sister Adama Baro Alima Baro jekaram kooku la appoint inspector general of police moy Sidi Mukhtar Touré xam nga li nepotisme la dina ko wax be waxati ko because president yow sa rakka bu jigéen ku mo seyal nga def ko IGP dafa nekk position bu set lolu moy ma defon IGP pour mu ñew mu defal ma mu not opposition bi why we'll be watching the space Sidi Mukhtar Touré mom xamna ne dina bias because obviously mom jabaram moy sister Adama Barrow so lu neex Adama Barrow lu la mo def waaye des na mom digante bu mbak yalla because nit ki lo fi liggéey allahira den ko layo ak yalla so mbadi ngolu janimbe duna Gambia la kuuto lafita UDP na diamo domandi nga yamaroke ni watu diamol shiata bake ngalong albela telephone be bijiri bari memem fola UDP ngoli alinga sondomol tenkundi alinga haklol tenkundi problem mantara UDP there is no problem in UDP ninko problem mantara UDP be diamo kana in metaphorical terms alil lamoy nko ite kafuje la ñun dunia kono me yalon ko ñoo sabo mantara je even IMF World Bank UN ni data system kono they have got different groupings ni data mansa kunda cabinet hani in the western world here mansa kundalu e be la different ni diam meson wal kataraje but the overall picture aning mola miranya patiola unity wo mote wo tala ya jija so alal hakilo tenkundi coup d'etat mantra UDP there is no coup d'etat in UDP I'm going to make that very clear coup d'etat mantra UDP we have only the secretary general and the party leader of UDP is Alhaji Ousainou Darboe and nous near UDP la constitution o jibe mote Alhaji Ousainou Darboe fon coup d'etat la non buko kumo dol bije yaje ni yajibe fon abuka alinkana because dol UDP ngol fanang sondenka to panic lale let's have resistance let's have resilience alinga try nga strong because let's say who said li bin na nga kuma fo ite nga kuma fo ensa IBCC o Chono Cissé o Alima Jata o nga kuma fo na cause ni Senabo wala Aisha Sedikan alinyanta 1+1 ne use la ali yajibe fo sehu ka nyim men foten andana accent or andut accents anu momo nyanta kanyin concept la invoke UDP nga na constitutional sotole and a selection process sort and that constitution wala ka UDP tamandi just like Bangola constitution Gambia man sakunda nyanta ka tama wala even though wato do Adama Barrow ko constitution mutala jaligati mendi ata yake so lafeta mem vola jam alinga nzondo mol tenkundi alinga tenku because ndola mol fananka to panic lale kunin do mol se panic mo ya nyando soto lela migra nyafo dese wo sedli bin se lono le ngafo ko problem bale be UDP anu modol biji wol fanan katula nyina kala denkiloti ha problem be UDP problem be UDP problem be UDP ite dunia dula hani suwol kono problem be ji lafira molu nyini ngala manela korda jumale be Gambia su jumale be Gambia se bulo woni ya fon dola so kono problem o ten dola family kono a korda hani kilinti ji hani adama barola state house problem o bi NPP problem o be farin jite man sekonda problem o be farin jite ida malko to nyoko mako malale hadama di ngoni problem o le nada wala nanin dena no wuluta ka kumbo nana ni dena no wuluta do ka kumbo anata bata dinkirale anata problem o dinkirale nim problem o le nata ni dunia kono ye niyo ji lumena ale niyo di lumena fuato mena be niyo tale bulu luolung you face trials and tribulations nale alqurano jibe hadama dingo alaka hadama dingo tesle with lot of trials and tribulations UDP we are going through those trials and we have to be strong from strong so nim mol men ka denkilo like ha problem ol be patio kono alali nya kasila alaji seno dabo yamaro dijang ama mi bake ako wado dolu njawol la kumo nka wole ta don fonka nyo kele fonka mo nyo torandala alanga haklo tuji bini mona ra ko problem wa UDP afa e voida la so ko problem tiji jang momo ye fenne so la randa ko to ita fe le même for la social media mo nengo se dia nyaonya inana de mo jala audio bunda ka fa afonga la family tinyade jumale ko jang ningal nga family problem also to ngamaran ka sambale down low ma ka jaji dol bi je fay bu kala fi moy la problem wolo and which is important so nkawo na family issues all safeguard nyamen UDP fana na koyo ni momo UDP kanu nyanta o problem nyanta safeguard la wala nyamo ndene mo buka UDP la ko kaja anu mote lola jay ko sehu ko problem wol be patio kono ni mo buka fu mel ka fo dukal ala nga bula ni de a fi ko problem wol patio kono ko problem de da bari kata ka fo problem wol be patio kono because itela o diamu ika mulle ta ika mulu discourindi isaje do safo te give up telephone mbada nganda ko ni politiko kono ni politiko mo manyana give up la de nga ñine ga ya jamela jamanu dol give up ta dol tatale ko ya jama fon altol kal fon la batandi alla ñing online kelolu al na la ñing kodi bondo al kala time levis but with desire, determination, relentlessness, we succeeded against Jammeh. Mbeo jiko kilimo ani wo attribute wo character, that strong character nyanda wole tala fanam ay ken guiding mototi and principle nde bali amar la banta bala la moy lalu ani mbel be audio la moy la alal hakilo tenkondi binto lakkata nyanta kala moneti be nga nyatli adama borola anu adama baro mo ka sudiya adama baro la ite man la fi Gambia la ko adama e Gambia tinyale ajibe kuna cabinet reshuffle leke alani cabinet reshuffle is all geared towards preparation for 2026 petroleum minister ko samba tourism. What is wrong with Barrow? What is Ablai Job going to do? And Ablai Job, allegedly, he is involved in scandal. Aliaje watch on Gambia. Sayole Samba tourism. Allegedly one of the most corrupt ministers in Barrow's government, Ahmad Bah, Sayole Samba local government and lands. Aya Samba munelaje political. Pruga waye mara sefola al kalulu because Ahmad Bah wala tela day in day out do kori. And même fond ndimi nyin kuto Ahmad Bah abena abla abasanya yemenke o mo demande ngode Ahmad Bah be mulla reserve land for bi mutala be wafi Ahmad Bah be nyin land so nyin land wa be finish lale yana be bala nyin office momon korop amat bati so alsalon ko baro man gambia kanu in baro gambia kanu as amat ba samba local government and lands local government and lands be kumari nyamen one of the most incompetent ministers me alon ko tourism among fenkeji what he did was I dingo samba I dingo empower Ahmad Bah is even reportedly Ahmad Bah a business also to tourism, which is conflict of interest. So muna nan kanyim fali nim be nyabe nyinna anonde se usedili momo be UDP i contribute ka problemo sama nan patio kono fo aya tinna alaman tankala nyanda mesolo 2022 ndete forgive la anu gambe non te forgive la ngo mol barata nyim patio en mol le batata alinga ke kilinti alinga nyo sin kolobos o bula alinga nyati lim barola barolon Gambia la problem just like Jammeh was our problem so UDP ngulu ala na sen hell dal there is no problem in UDP disagreement du ñaka group bo xamne is more than 5 naturally you will have 1 or 2 people even si office fi fu ñoo liggéey jubluwaay dafa nekk benn to promote the company agenda and try to maximize the returns for the company, the corporate governance structure of that company pour ñu am profit loolu tax ñu employ la weer bu nekk war a week mu nekk ñu fay la sa wages or sa salary waaye office yi we have different groupings man fu ma liggéey I am closer to 1 or 2 or 3 people than the rest ñooñu laa dee gën a waxtaan ñooñu laa dee gën a texante ñooñu laa dee gën a discuss suma private life suma war a dem holiday ñooñu laa wane next week or week after maa dem holiday ñeneen ñi dañoo dégg ne diw dafa am holiday waaye ñun ñëpp si benn office lañ nekk si benn liggéeykaay lañ nekk political party tam loolu la mel xam nga lu tax maa ngi ñëw def lii sometimes ñun Gambia duma dee mën a understand structure boo dem rek foo nga am different groupings that's a natural doomi adama lu mel waaye those groupings problème moo ana su fekkee ne da ngeen a xeexante that is wrong waaye UDP ak lum rey nii Sehu said maybe I'm just giving an example man Tunko Marena we are all in the media but the kind of conversation I have with Tunko Marena I don't have with everybody the kind of conversation I will have with Wandefa Sane I don't have with anybody because ñun ñoo bokk bantaba waaye milun ne I don't like the other people this is just common sense so even in UDP executive ibe mo do le tala je mo fula mo sebe la ko lata nyoka ñun do la ko lata nyoka but the overriding objective of UDP is to have a UDP government under Alhaji Ousainou Darboe if Alhaji Ousainou Darboe mo ne moom du taxaw keneen taxaw ñun yëpp ñu manko si gannaaw waaye lii mooy démocratie waaye UDP mang leen a ñaan dëkk bi li xew Gambia dafa war a naxar ku nekk la war a naxar par alinkana muro tankam fangul soo bu jël paaka di jam suñ boppa loolu dafa war a stop loolu warata xew there is no good in that you don't get anything out of that please have recognize the fact that maa ngi nii si weeri koor laa nekka Sehu Sedili mu ngi bantaba 22:57 PM si guddi Bob Touré fu mu nekk nii mu maa seetaan Bob Touré is around 1 AM in Finland maa si ñoom Fat Sen Sabali Molbe Finland Keba Sabali because of love for country there are people in Europe Cherno Sise is in Spain it's almost midnight there now but they are listening to this show mane 2 years rek moo ñu dese ñu war a dem ak Adama Barrow polls right now tey ku nekk UDP da nga wel ni mel ni comme Yankuba Darboe amul any jubluwaay mooy to make sure we have UDP government in Gambia Yankuba Darboe liggéeyam yëpp mooy to make sure Brikama Area Council is divided that's why the government is fighting against him Of late, the governor is going against Yankuba Dabo. Adama be men mbe nga jele. Man se hu sedile hawma kenende. Mole tentini Adama Baro sutiandi la nyola. Ma barakaje. And you know what? Everybody's entitled to what you want to do. Because Baro, look, it's just like how I distanced myself away from Jammeh. Because Jammeh was systematically destroying Gambia. Why would you get close to Baro? Baro do nit ko ba? Nit ko xamne dafa taw platform saga party leader of UDP. Diko gaara wale, diko tuti wulo, diko has, diko wafaso you know. Why would anybody like to get close to that person? Out of what? Then we should have been close to Jammeh too, because Jammeh also was a president. He claimed to have won elections through democratic means. Alinga hakilul tinkundi. UDP can killing nyantaka implement to the letter. Alinga hakilu to nyoto. Sehu sedili alnamanante je kabrin dunda UDP ngata social media nana fellow UDP member attack. Anongo wallahi do dile ananate sotola. Yes, I am pundit in one of UDP the biggest platforms, one of the most widely watched UDP platforms. But I will not use that privilege. Nko bile nim Bob Toure problem soto. But ngala Bob Toure tojal. Inte be mun na fale soto la wota. Because ninte ka lo jam. Nko nga sister Jenaba Mas. Ko ngana wole tojal bantaba. Yalo nga nyim fojane couple of weeks ago. Ama me back. Ninte mantara UDP. And that is common sense. Ngaje ko UDP ngol damaka kele. Ibe nyo tojal la. Would I join UDP? I would say no. Mbaflo, all is not well in this party. So, Itemari, you are invariably driving people away from the party. That is wrong. Because if today I have an issue with Janaba Mas, and I decide to come to this platform, can Janaba Mas call up? Who said Limol can attack UDP? And I don't respond to them. Amanke commander today. Nsinano janne, ngi mari will respond jang, and you know what? Jang nim moy kumolo la koro. I kililo la koro, maybe if I talala la koro. But what do we gain from this? I have used this platform to try to advise and admonish to UDP. But new Gambians, hanga lan moy suñu problem. This idea of free speech. Malambe mo ne folo ko tenke. Hawma lan la ñu wax. Do we understand that free speech am na limitation to a degree? There's nothing like open-ended free speech. Lolo tax suma waxtaan bi fu ma ko starté bi jumale kata jang igela futu problème fo social media. Jumale be lola ja ya fo na bungo no futu na mbuka futu problème solo. Jumale be lola ja ya fo konte mbuka songa na ni na partner buka songa o na buka misunderstanding solo. O ni na brother o na sister o na parents o buka misunderstanding solo. O mo ka bulo wulindi la jam. Ya for Moli, ima for Moli, there is always sometimes nyingon in da su ranyola for a crash. But we try to shoot or one ala suto da I tilibudo da. Manana ala suto da I tilibudo da. UDP alinga ke bakelen fagalenti. The signing amo momo ya kataika foko problem party kono me mari engage lale. Mafle but inane jumala je problem ote dane. Hanena suol kono problem obiji. Because model ka lole problem will be UDP. Yes, there will be challenges. Hani NPP form boke ma kan. The only difference is NPP they are in government. But in NPP ngol mo jebe audio bu ndile da mal ñoo attack la. They are expressing their displeasure. So UDP alga kilinti. Alinga ñoo baindo bula nko ni ala ko membe kala wala be kala. Alinga dankena ya. Alinga fawlu di alala. ya hadama dingo je alay cool tala ay decide ay sababo le samana alinga kungol fandi alinga unite alinga ke kilindi alinga ni ñoo bayno bula ñun dunya lo man jamfa nga programme o dati ni minala bi samfula bimbe wol ta fala dole fana bentol ta dan tela ñun dunya ngate nyaale mbari ka fo ntabali ya wonde alaye momo la de sumam ko bile tebe dankulala hani 1 second ite kavula ji fo ite dankuma zotala ñun dunya lo sutiyatale we are here for a very short period and we will be doing this service to this country nintolu damala ñin unnecessary diamulu aya tinna katre faylala je jikila tewo soto na patioto ngo December 5th 2021 tolu UDP ngol ngara nyaadile what happened birim baroy karte ke so suna megara we could not even sit together. We were supposed to have a command center in Gambia. Some of us were supposed to be on live, Kariporo Dialla, but there was total chaos. Na agents of Dolbiji, they vacated their polling stations. Dr. Lamin Mane Wolma results also don't know. Molbe Barin to collation center, Purka results all collate. Na agents all men tangi ke polling station also. Bring results all banta, Dolbiji Momi Kalamolo disappeared. Alkeba Sabali Jeninga. Kombodula dolo biji tara jele UDP la agents dolo. They were never to be seen. Allegedly, by Jusla, Baontama said there. The Sungarola kon Hanimanta Sunkaro kon Malafka Jun was Ronoy. Allegedly, equal NPP dolo dukule. Allegedly. For Tonya allow. But what is clear? Keba Sabali they were going round. Katadulal check. It had a UDP la agents ole metaraji. So NPP has started results will mutake manipulate. Now the 2021 election will cross. Wulara Mafon, UDP was in the lead. Results will Bekana, UDP was in the lead. As results coming through, we were all happy. Nali WhatsApp all GB, UDP was in the lead. But so Kuta Dorong, the results flipped. Deoketa. In Bemona Kambemba reality. And no UDP, Alna Hakulut. Ndeti nala jam. Lolung barote nga fali hana manke before BSC ninga kuja UDP wala platform na fati respectfully bunyani koromo kan be yamaro dilade because ka unnecessary tension or create abe patio tabe mol damal slang la mol be sobe la nyola why so alinga nyi sifa bula and I hope we will not have this kind of things again. Borenga diamo UDP supporter la len teka wala address. Al kana panic, al kijol kana al fara, just remain resolute. We have one leader. Today, Alaji Usenu Dabo is our leader. Ajaratu Yam Sek is the Deputy Secretary General and Party Leader of UDP. Ajaratu Yamundo Geyabo, Wolo National President. Ning hierarchy for my respect. I come to Alina Diaspora Jam. Bosherikan is the chairman. And a diaspora structure also. But alinga try na muta instead disagree. They say who said I can disagree with anybody. But I don't hold grudge against anybody. Any moment in the personal attack, grudge. And I don't go, I will not go down that lane. Ni moment attack personally can respond. Because take a personal attack kunta yalon foolishness long. Moment yalon ko ite fahamta, ite kalamutata. Why would you attack somebody personally? Ika personal attack the momo la koto, amari man kuning, amam faham, aman dunyalon. Ala hamo dasetale. Anybody need ko hamne yo denga ham aduna, do personal attack sa marom. Denga waxtaan ak sa morom on issues. Imagine do be jang ako Mr. Chairman, namaro be kana UK janne kadi jabang mar ako Mr. Chairman, our members are making me discouraged. Kadi kana discourage. kadi memem fo kan jang hani suwol kono nda mal kan yo sabali family level bar wotati ne ebo la family to jumala be lola ja fo family problem bu ko so wo family te Gambia the only difference is particular problem o dol sita samba social media ya sama media bari famol la family problem on ko samba family problem fo ni mo do la family problem sama social media bari ka jumala ja ka ala family problem akara Facebook la binata na nkemale tojal wala nata na musole tojal wala nata ndingole tojal wo ko sotore mo manke tole tide whatever you have you call privately ya sutoro kon hani mo do ja kana family problem o kala isa fo ngoko hey kari nata ngi topic ko fali mana nan ko fo isa tara family problem o discourse la mo do dunna wala e mo je me long ye topic ko fali because e mala fa lo ko même fo isa fo ko ngo ila kenata ngi topic ko fali mana na okake sa way dugana de nañ ci topic bi lota leen di wax loolu kenn bëggul keneen xam la sa sutura the biggest mistake Modou Suso yaa ko jàng pour que Barroso do Gambia 2026 bin dolla tarambulol ñanta kala maneti UDP hanim be ñoo me bulla kelo la kala inside I down in the four corners of the world moneko sindi banta and little after Gambia UDP man ko na si Gambia and side media we will not take things lightly because na kelo malafa ke consenti nenga momo ja silo kam the media will defend the party in whatever way because wala nan dolma UDP platform also we cannot be here Sego Sedili is trying to cause unnecessary mayhem UDP media nyanda Sego Sedili nyanda vala ne temkunde alenga kambe ngo samata na maltemo alenga bankoje wala na binna ta jam sukura nyawnya ngongana ngadiam Barol after la cabinet reshuffle kelale months ago former Valego interior minister katale didn't I tell you that the interior minister is going to go I said Siaka Soko would go alternate Akai Soto sports minister alafta bondlala I buy and I know Fali Janeko not the latest information on Soto wolom Adam Barote ala sports minister bondela because after men sambalaji gal more trust bright cabinet ale reshuffle jibe benketa Antonia Siaka Sonko nyanda Siaka Sonko was grossly incompetent. Siaka Sonko doesn't even deserve to be interior minister. But the money in Jahali, moneka Ahmad Ba to cabinet. Barola Fasaro, another political. Bole Ahmad Ba to. Ahmad Ba is going to be, in fact, he's already corrupt. But I feel sorry for Gambia. Today, Ahmad Ba is the lands minister. Moment corrupter among Gambia Kanu. Atela person of very selfish, very greedy. Ni tamit Ahmad Ba lay dem mo jala ko tenke. Ahmad Ba woto mo waka Alhaji Ousainou Darboe dogole. Alhaji Ousainou Darboe to ko kuto. Ate Ahmad Ba tiji. Abira je ko fall out keta. A jointa Barrow buka lafta la ministerial. And na nyominga Furimo is gone. I mean Queen Jamme. Say Brad Johnson, my brother has finally got a ministerial job. Dr. Ismaila Cisse. Finally, Dr. Ismaila Cisse la dogo paid off. And we ali alonko ala ni Fatou Baro Dr. Ismaila Cisse minister ya sota. Ali ni appointment ol jibe Fatou Baro amam momo recommend. Dole kan na brother foja ame jite. Fatou Baro be kamvari ame jite kama hansai. Jide will be very lucky to have a position in this government as long as Fatou Baro be. But ba on nga fojang baro sita la palaso di yala ngo nata janne nga appeal ke ngo adama ko please palaso din na broda la Dr. Ismaila Ceesay andi adama kan na kumo moyle nak akana yamaro dol moyle bawo I pleaded nga ko dukare Dr. Ismaila Ceesay ke ministry Dr. Ismaila Ceesay ala Swedish citizenship revoke ako demaje ma evidence odi akala Swedish citizenship revoke Dr. Ismaila Ceesay bitaka radio program to media abe unjustifiably abe baro defend la fani yaka anala PhD ako PhD le babulo na broda lo mara ko PhD le babulo so sai ya tele samba information Dr. Ismaila Ceesay samba information ne wala nyindi baro kay ko scientist and defend mo fania so first lady ube kam vari ame jite kamale jite will be very lucky pour baro palaso dia asa dia la ngolele but he will come and ni appointment of même fond en kamfa appointment fula mama wala en kamfa wala amad bakata lands well, I'm very upset with that well, Ahmad Ba is totally corrupt Ahmad Ba is greedy Ahmad Ba is incompetent Ahmad Ba man minister ya dokola Ahmad Ba kala poso fandi doron mo se Ahmad Ba samba el yaje baro be tulun kan gambiano lale gambiano al no fayda so wala na UDP wallahi momo ete UDP kanu alinga nya tiling in these next 2 years na kidi kesol tilim barola ningo kidi kesol ma fo physically kidi kesol de umu kuma kamolti kon na jora on na tilim barola na baro siwo kolobosi because ntoro we don't believe in ndol democracy ballot box wolon to la kidi kesol ti karteo nga Gambia la carte would defend na luntangol bondi ye involved na political kono nga baro bondi ñu lande because nim baro si dañu lando the likes of Ahmad Ba wala betal na cabinet corrupt people like Ahmad Ba many alongo they have no interest of the Gambia Ahmad Ba is corrupt to the core and that's why I graduate tourism at Dingo tourism board yala si scholarship diala that is corruption 101 so alinga hakilot the second appointment may on Kamfa well and I have nothing against Toure Sidi Toure but yalong Adama Baroga cool ke fonte ala ko kande jahal baki ila sister Alima Baro kema yoke IGPT ni mo nepotism lati Adama Baro ya a barindingo Rohi John Manjang ayoke ministry so Adama now this is a family club family clique e bitambe IGP yala e barindingo be minister yala and you think because yes I have the constitutional power Adama all these things will haunt you one day abebe haunt lalde ye IGP is such a sensitive position mome alongani Adama man family relationship soro wala nyande kala IGP of Gambia but it is still kema wobe neutral lono nyaadi le tiri oppositional tema wobe tala jele rek ni kay ko jump how high because nga Sidi Touré moyle saka defana he's part of the first family because ala muso mu Alima Baroleti akawole fo moli anan to yalo Sidi fana nga jagar state house le anon Sidi ganyum fo jane Sidi no Sidi fana ma fanzo moleti but Sidi Touré Sidi Touré adama la tilobe boylale Sidi Touré atol be nyim palasol men to ta atol amara ba Sidi Touré ya jamila tilole boyda Sidi Touré me yete bulak Alima nyini because kela palaso sikyo ye Alima fon soto nyamin abebe mbulo kono nyam but I'm not going personal ndebo personal issue for banda baja but ni appointment wa en kam fale de IGP Adama Baro bitanke wala biji ala brother in law Sidi Mokhtar Touré abitangonom this is undone yes Samuel Doje Liberia when I coup d'etat in Liberia William Talbot the late William Talbot member president yala jani Samuel Do ya coup d'etat Samuel Do fana menke was undone because te wala family mutala be fa ay because William Talbot meli Liberia history wo fane muta kala badi ngol le ke palaso managing director comme family club. Adama is moving towards that direction. Ibarindingo, Rosi John Manjang is one of the most incompetent ministers. In fact, Manta do wala environment. She's just there traveling. I fatu kinte bondi. Namra I fatu kinte le bondi. Mra fatu kinte be jele still. No, I Claudia Cole bondi education. Alright? I for Hadija to see ikaya ole sambaje ba malo mo fon lom fam. Because they bring any press statement oje. I didn't even the Adam Boro la kule bugante saf. All this fat sense abale ko nyade ni cabinet reshuffle is all zero. Fennete bola ni ngo bring tala badara ju bring ape vice president ti jam. Facebook Republic dole volta raw. Baro good appointment. Muna ketaji. Wa appointment olla. This appointment is all zero. Kute fonyo da kono fenkeje. When the head is rotting, Adama hanasi mum falinde leke, hanasi mum reshuffle leke. Adama la manse kona. Nani juare ko wala samba petroleum. But nani man nawe fon ragle no. Nani. Nani botat nawe la manje ragle. Sa yole samba petroleum. So the whole country is in a mess. OIC ama work. Fende mantara tamagam. The likes of CD Keita at all body because CD Keita faranda muso kato dogo la fato baba role no. CD Keita la muso wakato jagara sera mi fato baba role ebe tabola. So over job security la di CD Keita. Hani CD Keita is very incompetent. Afela be mulla parastatal or be mutara baby wafila privatized everywhere. I Senegambia burijo namuta Thailand. Gamcell systematically killing all our parastatals. But CD Keita bondila. Because CD Keita la muso, wakatu jagar la state house and Fatu Babaro, and Fatu Babaro a momo back. Ubukabo. Na broda, ngai na kanana broda fana by Ibrahim Silla, and I lomoile. Because la fita manela, nimbaro be boy la Ibrahim Silla be boy nyola. Because it really be calendar da kalamola. Ibrahim Silla ni Aramaboro, ibemo 6 and 9 neti. Oh, I see project of field. Anu, is a Aramola on seriousness for day. Why take Ahmad Ba to lands? No baro ka gambe no fair. Because at a level Amalafi Ahmad Ba baila. For reasons that you know, I know, at Ahmad Ba mala. Hani Ahmad Ba kapgansa kunda kodo bele taka beta ranke sokona kata okay. Because Baro doesn't take Baro to Baro corruption is nothing. The only time Baro will have a problem with you na fongola kodota. Abasanya nefisata. Look, Abasanya nefisat Ahmad Bati. So lands ministry is going from bad to worse. Yeah, Usman So Murundi back to SIS. Because as Abasanyang is better than Ahmad Ba. Look, Abasanyang is not my cup of tea. But Abasanyang na Samato, wale from official Ahmad Bati lands. Ahmad Ba is going to be the worst local government minister. Ahmad Ba should not even be in cabinet. The guy is not fit for purpose. He doesn't even know what the job of a cabinet minister is. Did you see how arrogant this guy was? At the National Assembly. Ka wuri deputy will come. But the Gambia deputy will come better at Altole. Ndola tubabu duja minister jomale be hanila wula deputy will come. Tubabu duja West. Nin deputy will hani prime minister president will know that deputy bungo. Ika tilling ne ko bend down. But the Gambia deputy will hani minister Malta seriously. Atol Kiba Balu. Aliye minister command minister ka wurial kan akal tell off adingola kuwala. Minister Jumale be sumanna wala jam tubabu. Ndola ja na prime minister mutajada ya grill. Ifana why. Tubabu du député wol ye kalangol londe. Wol ka minister mutale ke grill bar Gambia la député wol alkatara moshi la Ahmad Baka wural kan. Ahmad Ba al tell off al mutal belittle mendi ata afo ala hafta lo dunga wafuta du tala moto kona tala. Wala tina alla député bung ya toothless bulldog. Alla audit report wali membe safeji ka IGP samon. IGP alla letro mutale a nyomba fa mbalito kono. Sana dawa hayna na bala soxlat na monaka. Melia molla kodolu shunya embassy olto. Foreign embassies, diplomatic mission, your COVID-19 student or la kodo scholarship poll, millions of his contact. And I always see the team in the office all gone. Deputy all mail had you no. Deputy all they don't have the cutting edge. For ante gamma deputy all mukala fila kumafala. Nying's 6th legislature, and 5th legislature of his unity. I can back my statement with facts. 5th legislature of his 6th legislature. So Gambia, I'm serious. So look at all this. Adama Barola nying cabinet reshuffle is all geared towards. Anong nanga kumakili vale jam. Yudi bingolo. Nadiamo be waralal come back and sign moving on. Because sanity has to prevail in this party. Ngo nying kebal batatale. Alaji Sinu da wol batatale. Alaji Amadou Sane wol batatale. Amadou Sane. Je. Adama Baro ya jami tilibali ame Amadou Sane let. Bele nga je television. It had a prison. People like the late Femi Peters. Mo le fata nying pati yoye. Nogo njay wol tata. Enen ni toro. Alamane manin ka farkele. Sukay dahaba wol tata enen ni toro. Aja kunjan Sane wol tata. Je. Mote mira wala ko fangola. Hanin tolu UDP 2016 ol men nata science alkan tol men kumandi ndol manke falim bantangote manke tutu bantangote ndol baka manya menke so nin tutu bantango falim bantango ko romu ma sibolitiko because sehu se de libi and the likes of Yunus Haidara peli alongo we and tol mu Johnny just come let UDP ngamaran tol lenyanta nyi manya kala tol tol kumandi kota dek because tol mu alkan tol le kumandi ha atol muntuma UDP ni ko be di amle ko ha science na atol nat nka nyinje UDP fon dam maleto nko misilme ya kono ka fo jongale ko kunu nete nata dole be na biko kila Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam bi gara misilmo to bi ini men nata men fo raje 10 years ko albela misilme ya ibalbe jola la barol alata vola karina donta misilme ya kono 20 years ago so what a greater chance of going to heaven than somebody who became a Muslim yesterday. Aliyo roja bintole. But UDP safu ha kunu ne kare nata. Oto alinga bulanga vo mo kutole na pati yokono. Because nim mo kutole nata be discriminate lale on their entry. The year that they entered, they will be constantly reminded. Then let's stop asking people to come to the party. It's time to turn out for Nyoye. Nde abokante dimi, but I think it's overly blown out of proportion. If you are going to constantly remind people, yo demanga nyo si parti bi. Kon bul wax ken mu duga si parti bi ndok. Because at UDP mbete duna nyo je nyola. Fo dole do nyo. Hani saman la fere mo kutole na UDP. Ale nga nyo muta nga nyo. Barobe ni nonsense o bela. Barobe ni corruption o bela. Barobe ni nepotism o bela. Lolu mo ñu wara ñor. Lolu mo ñu wara ite lada. Ñu manko neka bena pour ñu génne nguuri Adama Barrow Gambia tek fa nguuri UDP nte Alhaji Ousainou Darboe ke président oti wala fi sarante million times Barrow ke président oti ning Alhaji Ousainou Darboe man ke président oti UDP momo londi bi it Talib Bensouda bi it Yankuba Dabo Lamin Sane Amadou Sane Ajaratu Yamu Ndawge Yabo anybody, I'm just naming names. Lolo moma saf Adama Barrow ke president. Nde anybody else in UDP but Barrow? Well, come on, let's be serious as a country. Nabanko tinyata la feriol jibe feriol le pan la jokono. Hana lolo rek daf ñu wara jox inspiration. Any UDP member ku wax da nga wara inspire UDPians, waralo demotivate UDP membership. Right now suñu wax dafa wara inspire membership. Man lolo tax ma ñëw fi dama inspire. We have somebody like Alhaji Kijera Holland. Na broda. Alhaji Kijera benu namara benu judicial. Abotaji briefly atara NPP aga baro support numba ba beray baro la kalabante yaji I resigned. So I feel like a UDP la support. Because I left the bankole tanyato. So ni na teka falaji kijara eko. Ite muntu ma UDP. For fair taleba. Ni alaji kijara joined be 2023, 2024. To me, he's as equally important as somebody who was in UDP 1996. Mamodo fonte se hussein. At no point, nyanta alaji kijara diamla. Ni alaji kira lafta diamola. Alaftante se hussein li criticize la. Nga loja na ba, hey, alaji kijara ite fa muntu ma UDP. Is that fair? So does it mean that if you enter somebody UDP, it a cook a man wrong, the man in a criticize? Lolo fanga kotek. For kotek. Some things don't just add up. Nindunda party yoko mbeka nyantale. As long as we are constructively criticizing one another, that shouldn't be an issue. Nyimmanza kunda baro fort adaba baro bulle. So mbal Daniela Minela, su kutale, it's nga 1 hour like jang, natale prunim bading Gambian ule kacha. Nying cabinet reshuffle my foot. Among Gambian our fender. Nothing meaningful is going to come out of it. Barrow can reshuffle the cabinet million times. When the head is rotten, the body malfunctions. This is not going to yield nada. At a fender falling. Alinga jibe for petroleum. Let's see what is going to happen there. Guy Mokurole Samanawek. Let's see what change is going to happen. Let's go to basic education. IGP was I will you found the worst lab like Sanyanti. Alin take it to the bank. Yeah, lab like Sanyanti always interior. This Sidi Mokhtar Toure will be worse than Ablai Sanyan. Alin took it the because you know what? Sidi Mokhtar Toure is loyal to his wife, Alima Baro, and Moma Wono Kufangola. Moma Wono Wonewola, Alima Baro, Adama Barola sister. Momi Alongo Nata Blalto. The Molkara holiday la fe bukara status ke. Molkara holiday le good times so do buka hani status from obde. Barate o na manam bering ate la burala kara president go moli dunia bante ko male. Yalla nim moyo kuje ku sota na manam make expectala so la ka kufanne. Hana tata arabu du aseneta lo ka kala status. Because atena mana expect ka ba so. Jam molkata le ke la hotel Dimaldo in nice times so still, but so IGP today, we have an IGP who is going to be 100% loyal to Barrow because he's going to try to prove a point. I'm part of the first family. And Sidi Toure is a very opportunistic guy. Ndenga Sidi Toure la opportunism long damning. Sidi Toure ni UDP ngolga diamole prior to 20. Yaje inte Gambia nteka mula jimbanko fongo Gambia mu banko foni rimbalti. Gatra siri ne sometimes Gambia Gambia fongola kola. Ndenga mudul ba nteka average Gambia ga selfish. This Sidi Toure manta kalakan ani na UDP molka diamu. Modola ka information on din nanta mari do vola. Odo monana da gonye go brother Sedli Sidi fongo you know Sidi ka UDP lo support but yalong you know ala position tenin de what mo intention of UDP ni baro tema. But bari se humbalo woli a pigu. It had a J. Biri wo for police all on malo we audio bondi. More ba fole nyanta bayila le tenin deng Sidi Toure go you know what my position is. Na position is threatened. Baro sem bondi nole. Urma tara ni fo wana njiko ke tara alima baro nyini. Malabira alima baro nyini bay ku alko moyle. Now he is even promoted. Momi ala na manon do ko ke police. Ni memo security le immigration ate ala live big immigration. So yo samba IGP ala. Whatever la family la je, you just take order from the top. So anale permit on you algal protest la baro this man is going to reject virtually all your permits. Ala labo ni permit ko. You never wash la Ablai Sanya. Yalong Ablai Sanya is not my cup of tea. Ablai Sanya is not my cup of tea. Na jaranka brother. All right. And he's also going to be a terrible interior minister. Because Ablai Sanya man fendeke police. Yo sama interior. So Barrow saying, agamane somebody loyalist, not loyal to the country, Ablaye Sanyang berabe interior aka police escort di NPP supporter la. Ablaye Sanyang ne ninzo sanka di NPP patiola celebration. You appoint such a person? You appoint Iyake Monti, interior minister. So this you fully yafa Ablaye Sanyang, Mutar Ture, Wolbekala Barola Munati, Barola enablers. Barembal Dandala la Munela. Ablaye Sanyang, Sidi Ture. Barola Mansekonda would go. And you guys have to think about Allah legacy. Have to think about the post-Baro era. Baro kanal dundi kuto, me alongo, sama lamman toro lebedan. Kaliye, Usman Sonko Jale, he is facing trial in Switzerland. Albanian Palazzo, Usman Sonko Lefolotaji. Usman Sonko was one time IGP on the Jami. He was one time interior minister. Ya Jami enable Lemati. Bia Hene Dongala Julola, and I think he will be sentenced. Most likely he will be sentenced. Ya Jami Hene Nam Equatorial Guinea. Baro Balbula Nimena Teng. Sign the Tiagas over file more protestal come than before. Because Sidi Mukhtar Toure, he is going to be one of the biggest enablers of Baro. And I think his appointment signifies a very dark day for Gambia. Nteberingala name jeko IGP ngo woimba koko sign Gambia found dunkan dingo kono. It takes ila sister blood is thicker than water. Ibaring keolam kema ikoke IGP. Is Baro okay? Ye Baro ja buka nte malo nying no Gambian tolu ngama danko le fond Gambia no. Ndeka nkuje Gambia so nga for tani. Yaje conflict of interest. Gambia no bukata seriously. Ni afo dolsi kamfa. Is a kamfa. There are some very sound-minded people. Many alongo, they don't want to even go near it. Your conflict of interest is a very serious thing. Jangola na mansa kun do kudla do be ni muso be do ko la section rek anin ke be section to ike separate ni. Mana ne ke separate ni? Kewni muso wale tara the same department. Na le futura walbe boyfriend girlfriend ning company alon ko atol musunguto ning kambano de waran kewni musolom. Ika fo le keweta ni department do. You do some finance, you do some do. Just come and all rules kana class. But Gambia no man conflict of interest muta fenti. Gambia no do. It's very sad. Adama Barrow is doing conflict of interest. You cannot be president. Ila IGP, me alonko, anyante kalila la ay tiling Gambian ol tema. Opposition lombang, ay banko luta, ay banko promote without fear or favor, amanke kalela jorante. Itala sister kema iko ke IGP. The appointment of Sidi Mukhtar Toure is very, very bad. But more like, oh, Adama is sembo sosole. So can Adama appoint his wife as IGP? Can he do that? Because I remember for Adama is sembo sosole. It doesn't make sense. This is corrupt. Nga bamba je na keba bamba mas matentula. Kalimora sulu bingala audio do lamay ñu sumanda. Because na keba la audio ngebe la lamay. Because na keba he's very experienced. He has been in this struggle. He has the institutional memory. Wala nante boka audio be lamoy. And I'm going to more disrespect. Because I have time outside this politics. I have to create time for my family. Ndetula ni audio. And I'm going to damati mama na moyo for time so can you audio be lamoy. Because UDP la ni forum ol kono. Audio buru tuto like a do water. The momo ko be le itete fenne nya so la njulia ko ba be kala audio lamoy. But there are certain audios ninata I create time. Hanata malam instantly in my quiet moment galamoy. Bamba Mas la audio mbala and Bamba was talking about conflict of interest. And thank you, Bamba Mas. Conflict of interest, Gambiano Mamuta Fenti. Conflict of rules, Gambiano Mamuta Fenti. Ikatale for granted. Conflict of interest is what is messing our country. tubabu jan jumal be kala president de ila sister kema yake inspector general of police ye Gambia ji ndeka cool je yum banko kam fa so na nka fole nyim banko what is wrong with this country adama mu musi faleti adama baro so na adama ka kusi falje adama is not refined adama look there are so many people he can appoint as inspector general of police. Why appoint your sister's husband? This really I rate and I'm going to vent my anger here. But this is undone. This shouldn't happen. I have nothing against Siktar Morato. Ila sister bama ikatande molako sembo bendel adama sembe tela. Ndase hose liko sembe tela anu hanen ni nyakata nani de adama mbafale ne sembe tela. You don't have any power. Alale power soto. Ye sembole karafela and lungo ne balon ko sembe tela ne mansa talala lungo sida lungo ne nyanda bola ni ofisoro wolo ne balon ko sembe tela adama boro kana tulung Gambia la ibe tulung Gambia la imanya na Sidi Touré kana inspector general of police. It is corruption bamba masi mum fala audio tote conflict of interest mul kamera kodo damalo conflict of rules is corruption nyimu corruption at 101 ndese huse libe bantaba natanu nyimu institution te me alongo Gambia la institution nam ndelega mol appoint yangana sister ke mamuda ngaite like head of finance. Is that right? Inspector General of Police Manyan Kela Anamabarola family member. And in Sidi Touré is a family member because futu oleka family samana. Nini mo futu rakalka family leti. Ye Gambia ya nonsense women ka Gambia kasi abaki. Mo be setara daring. Dolba justify. But yalo constitutional symbol yala. Molbe yalo ge man kalamuta. Mo kalamuta bali yaleti. Ila sister Kema Manyana Kela IGPD. Is wrong. You shouldn't do it. You don't own that country. Sadauda Kairaba Jawara. Anamana la sister Kema ke IGPD Gambia. Because wo kalamuta tale. Wo kalamuta tale we dunia lonne. Ye Gambia je nonsense so sifa kaka banko kam. Nyim banko anu dina nya don ko se tra dairi. Mol se tra dairi. Dole bi je ba wai constitution bi moko jox dole. Constitution bi dafa la jolo dole. Why da nga use sa brain sa 5 common sense yene yi warlo ko def ndase wo seri le ko kilimbe kuma kala conflict of interest be ko to ndati je. You don't propagate conflict of interest. It is wrong. Adama Barrow is doing it now blatantly and people are accepting it. Bini ala Jose no dabo kala Gambia president ala Jose no dabo yala sister Kema ke IGP ndase wo seri le mbavola I don't agree with this appointment. I don't think he will do that. I'm just giving an example. He shouldn't do that. Because there are a lot of other qualified Gambians, Milano. Because IGPB, Atebe Barola, like Motatu Rekatefana, he's part of first family. I call him Mole Mantamlegi, definitely I'm part of the first family. Gambia, Meyama Roman de la Sain. This should definitely motivate us. I make sure. Senegal only Adam Makisal Dega Senyami. Adam Boronga Dega Siwanyam. See, the Tunkoko, the appointment is tactical. The only tactical part of it is Sidi Touré Minalaka Kelokai. Kibar also the go after election soon, but with time we'll give more information. Kibar also credible information. NPP, they are working on electoral malpractices. Adama Barrow man 2021 election win. And the more for Adama Barrow 2021 win without fraudulent attitude. Ite mari man kalamuta. Adama Barrow man 2021 win. Ay election sunyale. Lunda wole karto fire. You got 300,000 votes in the system. You will manipulate. Gambia Fangola voters registration man 900,000 C. It is inflated. It is bloated. Purka election sooner. Ya Jamaica election sooner than 300,000 votes. Wala na bela boy da ko where are those 300? Yalun Gambia no to sometime mo. Muna na ya Jamaica where are those 300,000 votes? Muna na Jamaica ofo. Because 300,000 holo Yaya Jammeh la munti ala fixed deposit wala la guarantee to victory biring sojarol yo karte kese wule keme sabo jani tala tumani jallowol and molle be diaspora yaje jang mo manya naka tunu diaspora la de Gambia diaspora ka kata Gambia baki ala ne Gambia diaspora wolle coordination okay yo karte kese wol jani because sojarol fon just like today molbe security services le molbe government le melman happy adama barola ntol ni kadi amule nte to falali molbe system o kono mel ya lonko ikel frustrational vent molbe state house le mel lonko they are not happy with baro so ya jame fanana time molbe system o kono mala fi ya jamela mana na woto mo berentol be freedom ka ya jamela kudol soto mana na woto mo be struggle kono ya jamela kudol soto but ya jame is very strategic wala na ya jame tata nali ya kalamuta ya jame tata order D ako cabinet room monin telephone te do naji go ya jame tata fa nanda ko molka kolka ka cabinet le molka record e ka ki mol struggle kono but ya jame is very security conscious but I okay say no mobile phone policy inside cabinet room ni ba meeting wala ila mobile phone ba be switch off la so I will bunda sorong but still ya jame la kulul ka fundile alenga na together nga baro bondi nañ leen manko ñu ne génne baro dafa yaaxasu dëkk bi baro amut yermange Gambia baro bugut Gambia seetal Amat Bah kan mooy def Amat Bah lands minister ni moome yàlla koy def sondo mo be noto ikungo be correct ring jomalo Amat Bah kala lands minister Amat Bah should be kicked out of cabinet because Amat Bah is grossly incompetent, he is corrupt, he is greedy, he doesn't even know what the role of a minister is, and he is very arrogant. Sidi Touré immigration ikata wa fay mule IGP Gambia mom nañ ñaan yalla. So with everything that is going on in that country, this should give us the impetus, this should give us the motivation, this should give us the energy. UDP ñu manko ñu nekk benn to try to dislodge Adama Barrow through the democratic means. Wax nak a word for the wise is enough. Ndese hu sedeli ma dua ala yen dundi o situation kono mina banda bajam to have a go at any UDP member. I'm very protective of this party. Nini momo be kachala mbafo le dumale. Alafta Amat Bah use la pour que councilol kele. Bare même fola councilol ye. Alni Amat Bah ya defante. Alkana Amat Bah alkana non ala nonsense accept. Na councilol me alon ko no KMC West Coast nani molbe dulaw dulato. Banjul and in LRR don't accept any nonsense from Amat Bah. Because Baroya samana wolla ji. Na manke Barola Barori. Amat Bah fonse ke cabinet minister. What qualification does Amat Bah have? Amat Bah mun qualification soto. Amat Bah mun karanne soto, mun londi le soto. Mume ya ngala life be ake dogo leti. Dogo la dundi politiko kono. Grara da national NRP londi. Akoya Jammeh ko in 1996 dina ñew nan Cafe State House. I cafe nan yele ko. Because ya Jammeh winta tata ya Jammeh kontong. Anala haftano ya Jammeh ya welcome State House. Asita je ya televise. This is how this guy adunda politiko kono ake fang relevant. Wotomo akatu dogo la laju sino dabole noma. Se ko berin coalition gagnete ko ha molba fola laju sino dabo is the de facto president. Baroba fola mfama so laju sino dabo mata ko worship. But bila ko fallout ketare ay fay barola camp because he's so opportunistic. dole ko jam e nyanta jite appoint lane alta fa baro jite appoint yalon baro ni jite la problem wa dami fatuba baro man jite forgive anu fatuba baro jale hani doctor Ismaila Cisse fatuba baro la kin nakata ministry nyim mul me yalon ko nata sai nyim mo fulo me yalon ko man de to fola jam I don't want to mention their name melie baro mota dunia ko mate je mamen fu baro e because doctor Ismaila Cisse le follow ko baro is clueless saying Dr. Ismaila Cisse na boroda. The man who is clueless is now your boss. So every morning, yes, sir. So the clueless man has appointed you as information minister. No. Kunun be boka nan jama oro. Nendo be ka jaga ngai ko. Ndeka modol jinte malam fowol kungol malam ne kana. Ndese hu sirili nte. Ndeka kungo be fo baroy nante appoint ngata. Nobody halo mol man killing. People are different. Ndeka nyin kumo men be fo baro man ko baro man kalamuta baro ma bulbana maralong. Baro nante no this point nyim banko Gambia banko ika ko bele je banko ka Gambia ma ethics value Gambia ma ethical malo banto bal anu muneka ke ndol funding ke lalu nde manke funding ke de nde mun tol bare manke all pa fananti manke all party de bare manke funding ke over I'm not a youth so nyin kalabante ya abebe ntolu nyin neyalon ko manke because Alhaji Amadou Sane Uncle Kemesen Jamme mfama Kemesen Jamme aliyo jele wolbe nyin kalanta yala Dr. Ismaila Cisse wolbe men kegante aliye jele ba bali nyin dindi la mulu nyingo yakamti sen aduna ku nekk mané dama bëgg dugg ci auto government bari nga dum government moto la nga drive o soto ye fuel ko pono dinna mbe jagar la nga padiye mo soto la ñin dorom bari ñin kebal wol wasatale Alhaji Amadou Sane wasatale Alhaji Kemesen Jammeh wasatale bari ngam na ñu ñanda korondo la ñin kebal la ñanta vola ndere sa nsi yobe da be mbadum fana nga tala man sekunda the rest of my life fana ngam fon enjoy bari fanninge wolle kata hay ka bombarde o fay Alhaji us baro betenne baro ketenne baro fengeretenne baro mu koraptale baro wala fi bangol so lundo yi do bela e ko ngam fan jebal baro ya so baro e pala so dila e ko sahi abe mu ne nyim pala so ni dunia pala so Gambia lo la fita pala so la Gambia lo la fita man sekunda na fulo la abe mu wasa bal yaleti alama ale nyim banko lema ñu sunkar ba xaramor meñi mata men kono den si barke yalla na yalla gene ñu si choono bu Gambia nekk ni the future of the country lies in the youth. But if the youths are compromised, if the youths don't want to suffer, if the youth want to have an easy ride to be a minister, to be a director, up to the extent, go, ni mo la fenye kalabante yake la, ifonyo WhatsApp audio bondo la, ifonyo kataka baro attack. Aman normal, aman ke forayati, mantra mo nenkan. Ndese wu sedi li, hale Gambia bete tata baro, ndete tata baro. You know why? I have self-esteem. ESTEEM. Man dama am valeur su suma bop. Ndamanke pandi ci poti. Manke non kon nin talati. Manke non komati. Na value si ada hotele. Ndanga nyim baram la. Ndanga baro unko baro mankati. Baro keta tenne. Baro mo nyineti. Baro koroptale. Baro mo sumolesi. No. Sometimes I see that in my quiet moment, just like nka jelela, I'm laughing because ndeka Gambia je Sunday akamta felko is a fictional movie that we are watching. Akamta bi enza ibisise. Anyi ndi amol be beke bantawa kata Facebook ani bi ko be ensa kata director of immigration di barole ba appoint la ensa e America bula ko yes appoint me yes. Buffalo when ba ko Yimbanko is finished. But anyway, let's wait and see. But alanya appointment is all zero. And here Gambian all the cooking. Na Gambian all saying respect. Lema barola di cabinet to suffer the move for my kachava. For what on Gambia men be tell off Gambia. What on Gambia ko Alve apply job on the petrol. Mome alanga mon tourism experience. In fact, apply job about to become corruption scandal all like that. Anyway, Gambian all nyaka si barola nyapane ya dumoi. Mo boka fo mo manta ke kan papi ko fo what on Gambi what up republic membe screenshot all kigam ba Facebook ko kan go mole dal bonde because mole ya ko barola jin capital office all nonsense baro hanata se million cabinet resolve ko safunyo man de safuma lolu dam man buñ mako yoni amna ko mo yoni man ko he dama top sa soxla li ban jëriñ la mo am Gambia li ban develop la mo am Gambia ndax li mo tax Gambia host OIC lii moo tax bagage yi wàññi fo ñu ne baatee na price of commodities ji su ngaro fela ñaatili sukuru boto dala wuli saba maano almost 3,000 prices are skyrocketing subo fuarol buko sanno ñewo fanan wo fanan is expensive so people cannot afford this basic commodity so barola ñi nonsensical appointment olu abe mol bondi la jang abe kala jang abe fenkala jang just cover her constitutional symbol wala baati na marsandi soldat be jila banko kan wala baati na crime rate be jila ala nga jibe ko science na jaran ka furi mo wala be interior abla zanya let's come and see whether interior police ala broda en lo ya osamba police ala male gambe bonanyo so Havana la story sama me domandi mo folali en mam finish Havana la de Cuba nal mam pare ñola folo sama I will give you brief information report o men fotata Gambia mina mbe domandi folali ye ji Adama Barola ñin ay ñin delegation o men ki Havana de chefu sedili nga information o do soto ñi report o tole na fale gon tolu ntolu alalla ñim ban sekunda ntolu nga ñim man sekunda penetrate le alla report o fotata Gambia le foreign affairs il fotata le andu ñumale ñi report o lead Salimatu Touré secretary general Lang Yabo, permanent secretary information is part of the delegation. Imanyana Tala, they should not have gone. But you know that Mali Sambaji. Yes, Lang Yabo is my brother. But Bantaba Fonga Tonyavo. Yes, we have to be. Lang Yabo among any business of the Karanian delegation. The same thing with Salimatu Touré. Okay? And then Alaji Jallo, and then Fatou Sanyang, all auditor lady. And there's another guy. I will go to the list. Number 5 of them. But I'll report ila report leak tale isi ñi mansa ko naaje e da male ka ñu siw kolobosh andu hani ñu sunkara ba kono ñi ngo buka kayra jele ngo where is my friend Dusano bar Dusano be dayri mba kale de alta tiki la do mundu mandi so ngamera court case men yalo UDP ñi advisors also bo court fo dati de adete to ko na man dati ba I think that court case has started. UDP barola ni advisors or Supreme Court. So now only Dusano kijo fara. So saying Dusano is mute. Rambo Jata is mute. Rambo buka audio bondi. Na sisa Fatoumata Jahumpa sisa buka audio bondi. But Fatoumata nseleta la kule kam Fatoumata Jahumpa sise. Yala audio kinyana ngala audio moi. Fatoumata Jahumpa sise. Abe mole attackande. Mbala audio la moi la sama. Somebody send me her audio. Fatoumata Jahumpa sise. My sister in South Africa. Amna sa audio si suma telephone. Fatoumata Jahumpa sise is having a go at these MPs. there's something that happened at the National Assembly. Fatumata Jahumpa Cissé mu ngi kaas. All right. Waaye jot naa audio bi ëllëg dinaa ko gën a déglu. So what Kitiobe on, Dusano is quiet for the time being. Now I keep to look for the outcome of that case. Okay? Okay, Dogo case you started today. Okay. Fine. I think I'm gonna start. Okay? So malo nungo Gambia Supreme Court ka doko kala sibito Cherno Sisi. Molo gavere ka doko ke Friday le. Gavere weekend ka doko. But anyway, yesterday or today I baking but the case has started. So maybe I say bill start. But let's hope that justice is okay because Tonya ndo leka ñu jona tax money la and ñim problème be ñu député wala cause fifth legislature ya Gambia député wol yam batandile Adam Barrow la ñi advisor burutu tol député wala approve nonsense drum ñi advisor solo be bu nekk la state house salary collection kata political la na brother Siaka Jata sa ya de bondi advisor solo ko Siaka wol kana la haftano be ya the state house baradal be jonkila imantara do ko la state house nonsense o dorom kamul la ko do may fati wo na boroda may fati bari ko na boroda may fati ya yom on block le 5 may fati jumala ko yom on block may fati yom block kuno mesire re nga may fati la comment so that means nga la tete la ko c'est aussi li mari nga on block may du ko on block oncle may man he on block because yom Mamadou Ndaw block le bari la main account yom Mamadou Ndaw block ci nga be la Mamadou Ndaw fana dari block because Mamadou Ndaw ya sa Facebook bi ako ñe seho def ma block si main account am on block ma si li man tam ma block ko bari ndefa na nga jele ko may fati la post ngalon bring nga je ko may fati ngay ko yente block yante block ila sefero anon daga may la sefero jale ika screenshot le ya kinyana so may nga je ko say may on block le so dinga ñim faja sama fara bi tam block la but I care less may block amam block may sefero safer jente ka jale ndol mu ñepe toleti alright ndonga barola man sekula na penetrate so ko may fati ite well, that's like a drop in the ocean for us. So Havana la report and preview to some information there. So I'm demanding to share with you. I will talk about certain individuals. All right. And Gambia man sekunda alkana more cover. Because I told you pandi cheap already. Because the man sekunda do be J e dal musu pakanya moutleti so mo dolu system ko no ni dare ni ni hani ñu sungaro ko no ni dare ni ni jegol ni musu ko sa borol be kala then they divulge state information Gambia government you know man secrecy sort of right there's no iota of secrecy hani ñu sungaro ko no jegol kala information also most of them go sungaro ko they will have at least moratorium but they are report and preview to certain things there. All right. So, mbal tendula mbal jaila. Sama be monekela be demanding folalie Havana story tole. And donc ñi men tata ñi report la teng. Itata padiem do mo drone la kalanta ya kunta ya. In fact, they might just have stayed in Gambia. The Gambia la kuruliti nya because tools nada is always solved in Havana. All right. E boto auto itata Jeddah. Ila reporto ya safe ko dole fundita kalanta yato dol tol fota itara kata ka dol exonerate mo me ala manyana exonerate la ya barola nyi mansa kunda de corruption me nyi mansa kunda da fon ta folano nte malon fo ñun ke mira la kira la fam barola ñin man la fo ke mira ko la kira fon be keri ne ba malo. I don't think these people believe that la kira fon be keri. Don't text akonyo ko say we said but why how come Baro did not sack your brother? How do you want me to explain that? What have my brother? Ndela brother sa obuka diabo jifam. Ibrahima si ano Ibrahima si mala si se ngala sa fana ngeta minister tele maybe nta moy la ko tenke bo woto mo hana konton diro naka nyu konton ne na afana mo na brodalti kala barola nyu minister jama ba mo na brodal so Dr. Ismaila Cissé sa afana mba fala ko am minister now what Dr. Ismaila Cissé konton diro kana o stop so exay garin konton sali konton diro ko keep sending bari aba fala ko ha si mo sel ni naka communicate manasi be mbayla de bari Ibrahima Sillan manasi me Ibrahima Silla bay Ibrahima Silla is my brother anongo bana nka enko kana Ibrahima Silla bay because ni Ibrahima Silla bay la nyanta Amad Ba bay la let's be fair Amad Ba le follow nyanta bay la jani Ibrahima Silla ni tonya be tamande because Ibrahima Silla na la kumbe atel fisa ta Amad Bati the first minister men nyanta fire la even before Claudia Cole jani ba bay la ani siaka sonko Amad Ba le follow nyanta tala but you know muna na nyaadum Claudia Cole la ani siaka sonko politiko wol manta dato Amad Ba dum wo kay NRP le soto so abe silare munela ninga Amad Ba bay ha Amad Ba la patio NRP wol fana ben oppose la de Claudia Cole dum patite obulu so Barrow can easily make a decision ayo fire siaka sonko patite obulu but the first minister menya da fire from this cabinet is Amad Ba alenga tonyavu very incompetent, very arrogant, very corrupt. Somebody of his caliber, you're moving into a land's portfolio, a bigger ministry. Ministry Mealango is so intricate. Ministry Mealango ala kobe complicating Gambia land kobe be dundi nyokono. Land reform so nyandakela. How can Amad Ba handle that ministry? Amad Ba Mealango to tamol. He likes to travel. Adara lands ministry mentor sambal bajala bita traveling. So fila MLA program bi good in a torop midnight why very ko lañ neka alama alquran mo barako jira gambe banko kan alama alay kambe mo sabati du United Democratic Party man mal conclu même si on conclu la dame UDP alinga ka kan kedin alinga ka bakelin fakelindi Ramadan Karim Salimas be kontonna adol UDP ngolu faran alkaka talia discourage nali kumul moy audiol to ali tenku problème mantra UDP coup d'état mantra UDP tension mantra UDP problem o wobuka buy but UDP we are together ala Yusenu Dabo is our leader we have an executive that is in control problem o woltanante bayla hani NPP problem o farinji fo may wona Sise Dabo man funde jang ay Sidi Njay wol attack ako baroy ko asona Sidi Njay be jele atata kerfatu ako Sidi Njay ni dem sabali wol be la kafo ko ni te win na jam alright namara yenaf problem o be NPP problem o dula beto na family bungol kono problem ol bijele bari UDP ko dol fana biye ka tariya discourage ne kumo moy rek sew fenkerete tu ko la telefono berena sew se la telefono berena alaji tura la telefono se tarali mo la telefono muna be keri ale kare moyle ale kare ngo diamo dol we na ale amoy nga nyalon sinko bakam alright UDP we are on track we na Spain convention of la wobina kela be korininola ntolbe ragleri molbe la kul kala ala dalasi lululu janal ba be bla nyi audio moy la meyalan ko aben problem kala pare ko alta la dalasi lululu jo $5 la tol be gam awo konte saho ken dahud la nga setan bantaba YouTube hamanda da nga de fay sa $5 ina awo konte saho ila $5 o UDP malon fay ka jole ba nyanta ka jo ibe Gambia alright ala la contribution on tol UK chapter jang alina na contribution 2024 al nga start ka jo 2023 jota la nga jo al nga kodol bondi wolen nafa Right. Appointment o dole biji wol bete yatale barinte wol fola jami ko ndingol fo isamere wol mu UDP ngolleti isidi target so ndedu mala fi baro ya start ka problem create moy o man sakunda kono ya understand because some of them wol mu appointment capable leti but Sidi Makhtar Toure, I frown upon that appointment because it's conflict of interest, it is corruption. You cannot appoint your brother-in-law as IGP. Momo ya kente si Hussein Liba condemn. Your brother-in-law, your blood sister, married to somebody, you appoint him as IGP. That is not right. And I will condemn it up to planet Mars. All right? Ngalon konna dia motati de yabodi because Barrow doesn't care about ethics, Barrow doesn't care about conflict of interest, but the Gambian or alinga haklu to conflict of interest to. Alinga cool jibe, cool mele alonko they are wrong, they are not right. Even if it doesn't involve monetary transaction, this is not right. Let us not allow things mele alonko the problem of sambalanang nimbanko diaje nimbanko mantanyoto nim fasar o Gambian batandi. Ni be mo fasa to nyaka ndonin tunko be banda bale doesn't mean that tunko marena can flout the rules and say like, oh tunko munna moledi. I have a tunko is like a brother. Tunko would invite me ngatanga mu chill ala bungono ala muso munna musoledi na muso mu tunko keleti. We keep it that way at a family level, but none of do kola. I will treat tunko just like I treat any other executive member in the UK chapter. I will not prefer Tunko to Fatu Wale. None of Dukola, I have to treat everybody equally in the execution of my task as a chairman of UK chapter. Whether you voted for me or you didn't support me, as long as you are in that cabinet, you are in that executive position, I have to treat you exactly like I'm going to treat Tunko Marena. Nin Tunkola relationship is outside UK chapter. Outside UK chapter, we can be friends, we can do that. But none of the chapter, the way I will treat Tunko is how I will treat everybody else. But in the Kohanin, Tunko lebe bantaba. So executive konanga Tunko prefer. That's a recipe for failure, and that's corruption. That's not right. Being Tunko Marena, UK chapter want to buy something. Tunko narako mbadila na sistalla anyiro bafla no ko Tunko, that's not right. I would flag against that. It's just Ninte Fana lafta kala Tunko nyanda fola nyeleko. And I know Tunko would do that. Tunko bafla no say this is not right. Nga tonya fu nyoye hanatambe party killing. Hanatambe institution killing. Tonya waleka banko samba. Niaje nafika ya warao banko kam. Biko molbuka tonya fu Adama Baroy. Okay? Alinga hakilutu. Nyim banko de ning kombe Baro criticize la menna. Ndol fon be bara la. La feta menna mansata la kakelani. Mansata la mangesino mansati. We cannot be criticizing Baro and doing the same thing that Baro is doing. And we think, yes, it is right, it's okay. Because we are not this. Mansata la mangesino mansati. We have to be true to our words. And we have to, the criticism has to be genuine. It cannot just be because we want to criticize Baro. It's not right. Alanga hakilotu bag. Mode fala banko kan. Drogo be faren banko kan. So today I will not take calls because it's late. But Sama Tilebulo, I will take certain calls. But a program be kala wato men albata sumo man tay. So malam konkotolo nak atolu te call kala no. Mole ma hani konkola. But Sama inshallah. But malam dola game mo time jumalde tunko because tomorrow Liverpool is against Man United and I'm going to watch that game. But on Sama I have to look at that. Tomorrow we have FA Cup tie because there's a big game between United and Liverpool. So I'll be watching that. I want to watch that. So after program where I'm going to open lines. Allah barakabake. Thank you for your time. So kuta bakale bari ngaron saying Altela saying mol me lafta wulla surola wulla surola sama mo dimasol de tomorrow is another day bo famo keda banta balen ko wala nan nata nyam ko mo jamal nyini karo ke kam sebo ibakana kana bari sunkarol be keri alama mabela samala inshallah ala baraka bake. Thank you for your time. Alaji kijaram be kondonna bake fatu wale be kondonna anim buba sedi na dalin member Wisconsin binta bara jene be kondonna bake. Ramadan mubarak to you and the family and na brother Dembo be kondonna bake Ramadan na TikTok kolu famo keta so sama malo fo nyanda la Facebook le bam fo nyanda la TikTok le what TikTok family wolfana they are waiting. They want Bantaba to be on TikTok, but Allah Barakabaki. Barakabaki, Fatu Wali, thank you. Anil Lamin Wali, thank you. Tunko Marina, Allah Baraka. Chorno Sise, but Chorno Sise so good after one. For your Banjulal Laba Malo. Okay, Man United Liverpool is 15:45. Okay. 15:30 your time. Okay. Maribaro Ramadan Mubarak. Nimbara. Kotanade. Omar, thank you so much, brother. Allah baraka bake. Alinga kambe mo sabatin da mal tema. Alinga, let's be steadfast. Nyimbanko de UDP la se nyimbanko bondino de. Ha. Gambino jiketan to lela de. Ha. So alinga na wojikoti nya. Ha. But in ta kela no, in the absence of unity. Kambe mo te dawada akotita. Alright. Guten nach. Guten nach. Allah ni German kaunte buka fono. Guten nach, brother. Allah kamo mandia nak. Dola angale kamo dia Allah kamo. Allah kamo mandia. Swedish kamo mandia. German kamo mandia. Tungo. In German kamo mandia. Swedish kamo mandia. France nak. France officer le do mandi. Ba France ofana wax nañ. Gracias. Gracias. Jumala ka for gracias. Ngam go be Spain de. Okay. Allah baraka bake. Thank you so much. So ndol sedi ko nangol ndol wiya ngale system solo. So si sa ko nangol ni drame ko nangol ma Ramadan excellent health. Thank you Amin ya Rabbi. Okay, Allah baraka. Good night. Kadisane Allah kango mandiade Swedish. Sister Allah kango kan. Swedish o ni wodo dol fo jente bu ko repeat no van. Swedish. German officer tal do mandi ngo pages le do mandi nga wo fengele bari Swedish la Swedish o kan yo fo nka for what? You know. Wishing Morgan Niwoka anga German kan sifa ko nyante bu ko fonfono wir change Morgan ana salivaji o wer kor wi dal no wala la ni mané ana juka sise tamit xamna mënu ta def programme sise ko ndankala mënu ta def programme wer kor mo ñew juka sise sa nda def de or Juka si sa fok ma def de or Juka. No, I don't think Juka will or. Juka do or. You know, Juka jimen or. Defa pretend na defa or rek. Why Juka si se. I don't think Juka dina or de. Wa jere jenjo. Ala baraka bagi. Oh, gracias is Spanish. Okay, Spanish kan wonga mero office atale do mani. But Swedish? La jila. Dema la toka Swedish from kam mo nyano. Swedish ding. You can do on the okay. Diata. Let's stick with our English. English is the international language. So Allah barakabake. Good night. Saying suro by Nikodi. What is this? Okay, Bis Morgan. What is that? What is Bis Morgan? Oh, Morgan momu moin. Womu good morning nati. Moin. Tungo me kara la jawan kamala. Moin. Alcohol for kari. Okay. Allah baraka. Ni wo katu jaman kauna savalante. Matin dengi bola. Got natch. Kadi wo muneti. Wala good night bang. Awakonde zao yala biko ite kema be Sweden akonga Sweden bulade. Sweden. Awakonde nyola kango complicated about Swedish. You know. Okay, till tomorrow. Allah baraka baki. Good night. Yamai. Yo. Musa drame kuna ngona raja na mamra ufana ngasung. Dayo kuna ngo buka sunde. You know. Yeah. Kuna ngo. Nkwende malvo manasi fanga sunne ba manasi. Anao kono futuba. Ya bro manasi be sunna ba. Manasi me yalo ko abulo abuka fa abulo ko. Ya manasi be sunna. Oh, biggest this morgen means till tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. Carl Karamo Boja. Thank you.